YouTube? This is Gothic Kingo reviewed to do with Guitar Inside. That there was my Halloween costume. I meant to do a video on Halloween showing it, but it's Halloween. I was celebrating with a friend, so I got sidetracked. But you know, shit happens. Oh well. What I did at Halloween is had a little drama with my friends and his girlfriend. Apparently they were taking their son trick or treating, so I called to ask if they wanted to go bowling, and I meant when I said that whenever they were done taking their son trick or treating. But my friend's girlfriend tends to be a little bit dramatic on certain shit, so you know, it just, I don't know what her deal is, but she you know, I go to freaking you know, I don't know what her problem was. I guess it just, I don't, you know, it's, but what happened was I had got another house, wearing my Halloween costume, walking down the street, and I called Kyle and said, asked if they wanted to go bowling. His girlfriend picked up the phone and said, well, not right now, I'm taking Caden trick-or-treating. So I said, okay, whatever, bye. And then, you know, I had no problems with waiting until, they were done. But, something happened, and my friend Kyle calls me like, I'm done with this bitch's shit, yada yada, whatever. And I'm like, okay, he's gonna meet me at my house. I'm like, alright, because they're at their Kyle's mom's house, so. And that mask you saw, it does glow in the dark, but I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but it does glow in the dark. It's pretty sweet. So I'm at Kyle's house, right, and we're about to go bowling and whatnot, and his girlfriend Katie comes stopping up the stairs. Thanks a lot, Josh. You ruined my son's first Halloween. And I was shocked. I was like, the hell, you know? I wanted to say no, I didn't really. All I did was call and ask if they wanted to go bowling. I had no problems waiting for them when they were done trick or treating with their son. And you know, her and Kyle got into a humongous fight, and then Kyle goes, wait for me over by Kelly Walsh. I'm like, okay, so I go over to the high school, one of the high schools, and wait for him. And because they were yelling at each other and all kinds of crazy shit, and so I wait for like half hour later. He comes out and he's pissed, and I'm thinking something weird went down. I guess I don't know the whole story, but my opinion is I think she ruined it because she overreacted to me. All I did was ask if they wanted to go bowling. Her and Kyle. I mean, we go bowling. I went bowling in my Halloween costume in the end anyway, but so me and Kyle walked around for a bit, you know, just chilling. He's talking to his mom about what Katie did to him and shit, and then Kyle comes and chills over at my house for a little bit, and then we go bowling, and the rest of that was really fun. So, and his girlfriend had kicked him out of the house and shit, so he didn't have a place to stay. So I'm like, yo, I called my dad. I was like, Kyle stayed the night just for tonight because he's having, you know, issues with his girlfriend, and it was true. So Kyle spent the night at my house, and that was loads of fun. We were dinking around on the computer, making funny shit up, you know, because me and Kyle have this thing where, you know, make random shit up and followed by a fart noise, because, you know, we're like that. We find that shit funny. And of course, whenever we're on Katie, and she goes, you gotta stop it, that's so annoying. So, I don't know. But I didn't ruin her Halloween, you know. She overreacted. I don't know what happened after I called them before all this had started, but I'm over at Kyle's house, you know, because he told me to meet him there, so I go over there to meet him there, and me and Kyle outside smoking a cigarette, you know, and talking about what we're going to do and how we're going to, you know, get to the bowling alley and shit, and Katie comes stomping up the stairs, you know, pissed as hell. Thanks a lot, Josh, you ruined my son's first Halloween. I didn't do that, okay? It was a misunderstanding, and misunderstandings do suck, but sometimes people overreact to them way too much. I would have no problem, waiting for them to get down trick-or-treating with Caden and their son, and then meet up with them later. I have no problems with that whatsoever, but, yeah, oh well. And, I went to the Asian Bistro, a Chinese restaurant here in town, and they're really good. But, my family's all talking and shit in the middle of the restaurant. And, my stepmom, this is something I never think I hear my stepmom say, but she's all, Josh, I think you'd be happy if you got laid. I'm like, what? No. I wanted to say something like, fuck off, but my dad was there and my mom was there, and they would have gotten pissed at me, and the whole restaurant had people in it, so I didn't want to make a huge scene. But it's like our society shoves that shit down your throat, like, you have to be happy to have love. No, fuck that, dude. I don't want a girlfriend. I've had too much trouble with it before to even care anymore. It's just bullshit, I can't think my stepmom said that her and my dad always give me shit like, you need to get a girlfriend, you'll probably be happy, da 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 da. No, I don't have to have a girlfriend to be fucking happy. Jesus Christ, mom and dad, seriously. I like girls, but I'm not very lucky with them, so I don't see the point of trying when nothing happens, It's like, it's like trying to ride a bicycle without training wheels, and you don't know how. All the kids in the neighborhood are riding their bikes, and you keep falling off of it, so eventually you get sick of falling off and you just quit, you know what I mean? Shit. Kind of like that Lamborghini and the Hilldorf Ford. You see it in the window, you're like, oh, that Lamborghini's one fine car. I take that for a ride, and everyone else is driving one, and you're like, oh, I can't. Fuck it. I'll never make one. So it's just, I don't know, man. And my dad goes and talks about his friend who's been single for all his life. He said that's the way it's always been. And he said my friend so and so makes a shitload of money, and he's got all this shit in his house. I'm like, well, if being single makes you richer, then fuck it. I haven't had a Volt in a long time. These are freaking amazing. These are fucking good. I remember the first day they came out, they were giving away free samples, and went to my local skate park. I do a little bit of skateboarding, even though I suck majorly. I can only do like an ollie and maybe a Walkman, that's, or barely a manual, that's it, but, whatever. And it's really good. I like it. Its Volt's amazing. And I'm all like, Mom, you and society just shoving this shit down my throat, You quit shoving it. Like, well, I'm not trying to shove it down your throat. I'm like, well, that's what it's coming off as. I mean, the fuck, Because I don't want to fucking date a girl doesn't make me imperfect. No, it just means I'm not looking for dating right now. I mean, seriously, people need to piss off about that shit. Like trying to crank a Model T that has no gas, just sitting there cranking and nothing's happening. So you're like, fuck this, you kick the car and walk off. It's just basically what love is like. My mom's like, you're not the same person you were in 4th grade. I'm like, I know I'm not, but still, Christ, get the fuck off my back with that shit. Issues like that just really piss me off, because, it's between my parents, and shit like that, it just gets to me, It's like, oh, seriously? Dude. Love is a cruel joke, plain on its own. Love is a cruel joke with no punchline. And, my friend Kyle, you know, his wife hit him, and he's not gonna hit his girlfriend. Excuse me, not his wife, his girlfriend. Excuse me. Because him and his girlfriend had a baby and they're living together, and she keeps hitting him and shit. She's had a history of doing it. He's not gonna hit her back because you don't hit women. It's just not right. However, one particular case I had, this chick kept on hitting me in the nuts just to be a shit to show off in front of her friends or whatever, and my dad talked to her, told her to knock the shit off, and she still didn't knock it off. So when we were at a dance, I'm waiting outside for a ride, and she just pushes me in the nuts, and all her friends start laughing. And I'm like, fuck this shit. I get up and I shove her to the ground. I'm like, don't fucking do that. I'm sick and tired of your shit. Stop hitting me in the goddamn nuts. And everybody was like, you can't hit a girl. After she's been hitting me in the nuts for weeks now, I mean, come on. Okay, you know, I know you're not supposed to hit girls, but there's a certain point when you're at no fault of your all for doing this shit, and she's doing it to you, then, you know. Apparently, auto insurance is more expensive for guys than it is for girls, because guys tend to have a history of driving like maniacs. Well, that's a stereotype. I mean, I was in a scooter crash, and it damn near killed me, and I was stiff for a week, sore as hell. And before that, I didn't really have much thought of it, but now I've learned my lesson, and, you know, I'm not going to drive like a maniac, so assuming that all guys are like that is kind of sexist, but and my mom said, well, you have to blame the majority of guys for doing it. I'm like, ugh. And, say like, for example, you're dating some girl and you're having sex with her and whatnot, you decide to break up, and she could literally get pissed at you and tell the cops that you raped her as a guy, you know, and the cops have to take her side even though it's not true, and you go to jail for that shit. My friend Kyle had a friend who had that happen to him. The girl and him were dating for a long time, and they broke up and whatnot. And she pressed charges of rape, and he went to jail for it, even though she said yes, it was not rape at all. I mean, I'm all for equal rights for women and shit, but there's a fine line between equal rights and bullshit, you know? It's like, come on, people, you know? Especially when, you know, the girl's walking down the high school hallway just like a total skank, everything hanging out. You look, and you're a guy, you're like, ah, and she's like, don't look at me, pervert. And you're like, oh, okay, whatever. And then 2 seconds later, she's all tossing her hair and flirting with the football quarterback. You're like, what the fuck was that? You know, come on, that's bullshit. Which would be ironic if the quarterback turned out to be gay and wasn't interested in her at all. So she's wasting her time puffing out her chest, flipping her hair, you know, trying to flirt with him and shit, and he's not even interested in, you know. That'd be some serious irony. You know, girls are so fucking complicated, you know, it just when you think you got them figured out, it's like an action-packed movie. There's a twist and turn around every corner. You're like, ah, you know. It's like, if there was a book on how girls work, it'd be like, probably this thick, and it'd grow each and every day, so by the time the world ended, it'd be like 40,000 million pages long, and you'd be like, too much reading, overload. Oh well, shit happens. This is Gothic King of 52 with